Hey, thanks for watching the video. I'm Ripthord, also known as Sir Ripcord in Marvel Strike Force, making this video as a walkthrough for Bluestacks, MSF.gg, and the Mantis program. All three combined to allow people to load their rosters and inventories into a website, which then alliances can use to better manage wars and raids and Dark Dimension, a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so let's get started. I've done this video like 3 times now, because I keep fucking it up. So hopefully this is the one. Alright, so I'm going to put all of the links that you need in the description of this video. And right off the bat, I would say download your BlueStacks 5. Download the .NET framework or .NET runtime. For that one, I'm going to link to the 64-bit. If you have a 32-bit system, you'll need to find the 32-bit runtime. I'm assuming you all have 64-bit desktop PCs at this point. Download and install Mantis. Make sure everything's updated. And then open your internet browser, your preferred internet browser, and go to msf.gg. If you don't have an account already, make sure you sign up, register for an account. This entire process does not work without an msf.gg account. So once you've got that all set up, what we're interested in is this little settings window up here, right? So you got all kinds of tabs, and I can do a different video if you guys want some in-depth shit on that. But this is the tab you're interested in, right? Alliance, inventory, my team's roster, and settings. You're going to click into settings, right? I'm not going to do it. I took a screenshot because there's sensitive info. But here's what you're going to see. It's just a settings window. I've got it all blacked out. There's 2 bits of information that you're going to need here. One is your user ID. So copy that onto a notepad that you've got opened up on the side. And the other key you'll need is a ZaraTools key. If you're fresh, it's likely you'll have to generate the key before you can copy it. Generate the key, copy it. Add that to your notepad, right? Alright. Pretty straightforward. Once you've got that copied, you can come into the Alliance tab. And from here, it's not going to look the same because you're not in the Alliance yet. But if you find your search and search for our Alliance, Knights of the New Dawn, it'll pop up right there. You can click apply. That'll send us an application, LKL and the other captains. We click pending application, we approve, and then you're in. So once you get all your stuff uploaded, the bot will work for you in all the various ways. Alright, so once you got all of that square, right, start up BlueStacks, and here we go. Start up BlueStacks, run through its installation process and all of that. It's just an emulator, right? So you're going to see stuff look pretty familiar to you, hopefully. Go into the Play Store, link your account, whatever account you normally use in the Play Store, link that account. Download Marvel Strike Force, just like you would on your phone or tablet or whatever the hell it is you're playing Marvel Strike Force on. Once it's downloaded, come back to the desktop, right, and you'll see your game all added here. So I'm going to click on it because you need to start the game. Alright, once you have Marvel Strike Force loaded and the volume turned down so that people can still hear me, it's going to look very familiar to you, right? Because this is just a program to make it so that you can play your phone games on the computer. 5 works so much better than the last one, 4, so enjoy that. You'll need to likely Jazz, that I think is unavoidable. I have been able to avoid it every time I update BlueStacks. But anyway, go through the tutorial only so far as you have to go to be able to get to your settings. Once you can get to your settings, click into your settings, link your Google Play account or your Facebook account, whichever one you use, and it should bring in, it'll basically pop up a window I can't remember what it says, but it says something like, this account is already associated to another profile. Do you want to load that profile? I think you do yes, and then it loads that profile. Make sure you read it though, because it's been a minute for me. I don't want you to click yes, throw away my whole profile or whatever. So read it, make sure you understand it, and then get your actual profile into Bluestacks. Once your actual profile is into Bluestacks, I don't know if it needs a restart or any of that shit. It might. It'll restart. Make sure the game is loaded. Once the game is loaded, start up Mantis, right? Once Mantis is loaded, I think I have that here. It's going to look very old school, right? No frills. The UI isn't flashy. It doesn't need to be. What you're looking for here to get set up is the settings tab right here, right? And again, it has sensitive info in it for me, so I just took a screenshot for you. The information that we copied earlier, you'll need to bring that into Mantis. So copy your user ID into the correct field, and then copy your Zeratul key into the correct field, save it, and then go back to the contact screen, right? Right here, as you've got it. And I'll show you how this works. So then, don't minimize Mantis. Leave it maximized, or leave it up, right? Don't click the little minus to minimize it. It causes problems. But once you've got it running, you can get back into BlueStacks, and you can start updating or adding your roster, right? If you're fresh, I would suggest a whole roster add right from the jump, so that you have at least one full run. Inventory is up to you. If you put in your entire inventory, it helps with like dark dimension planning. It helps give you an idea of what you're chasing, what materials you're chasing, makes it easier to track in the stores, that kind of thing. But it takes a long time, so I'll leave that up to you guys, because you have to click into each individual item to actually track them. And it's similar in the roster. Like if I want to update Thanos, and like I said, if you're fresh, do them all. But if I want to update just Thanos, I click into Thanos, it'll pull him up. You can see that Mantis is working because it has like some ISO information here that's not typical in the UI for MSF. You can also see the banner over here that says improved by Mantis. At the same time, in Mantis itself, you can see in the context window now, it has whatever character you've loaded in. It has them popped up, and it has all of their information there, right? If you click through characters, and I'll show you. So like I'm clicking through on BlueStacks right now. Once they pop in context, they're saved in Mantis, right? So as long as you don't scroll by them so fast that it doesn't pop in that context, you'll have them recorded. So if you click this little icon, this little radar icon, it will scan your entire roster. But devs have warned that it may trigger a ban, so I've never used it. The way I add my roster is just by clicking through each character individually. Feel free to hit the little radar button and let me know if you get banned or not. So once you've clicked through your roster and you have everybody updated that you want to update, you can click the roster tab, and it will show you who it would be updating at your next export into MSFGG, right? All the purple rows are rows that are being updated, right? It's not going to update characters that you haven't made any changes to since your last update. So like you can see my Thanos is just plain up here, no purple on him, right? And that's because I haven't powered up Thanos since the last time I updated my roster on MSFGG. So once you, and it works the same way for the inventory, right? Like you click through each item in the inventory, and they'll highlight purple for whatever they're gonna update. From there, you go to export, and then you can export your roster and your inventory separately, one at a time. You can export as many times as you like, but there has to be 5 minutes between each export. So the dev suggests that you update as many at once as you can. Saves time. Once you've got that, you can come back to MSFGG, click your name again, come into roster, and it'll have all of your characters updated with all of their gear and levels and everything else, right? From there you can do like Dark Dimension Planner. You should now have access to the bot if you followed all of the steps in the Discord, which helps with war. We can assign raid lanes and that kind of stuff if that was something that we're doing or that you're doing. But that's about it. So I'm trying to keep it brief, already longer than I wanted it to be. Please let me know. You can leave comments here in this video, or you can ping me on our Discord if you're a part of our alliance, and I'll try to answer your questions as best I can. I'm not the world's greatest trainer, so feel free to put it out there in general, and maybe somebody better than myself at explaining shit can do it for you. Otherwise, I'll try to do what I can for you, right? Because it really helps. It really saves a lot of time, especially in war. Like having war counters when you're up against a specific team. There's a command where you can see all of the available teams that you have that can defeat that team, and the certainty and a percentage value of like how likely it is that your teams are going to beat those teams. It saves so much time and removes a lot of guesswork. Thanks for watching the video. Again, let me know if you have any questions. If you want to see my streams or other videos, check me out on twitch.tv/Ripthord. Thanks again, y'all. I'll catch you out there.